What's up, nerds? Back with another Zümboxing video. Doing a little bit of a voiceover during this one because I showed or tried to show the camera what songs I was putting on. However, it got to the point where I just could not keep up with all the songs, and I'm going through and uploading a whole bunch of videos today. They're not going to come out until I think the last video will be coming out Monday. So it's, kind of doing a lot today. So I was like, you know what? Let's just do a voiceover because uploading a 30-minute raw boxing ASMR video is not exactly what I had on my mind for this. I already did one of those last week. So we're going to do a little bit of a explanation this time. So for me, there's three big ways to get my cardio in during the week, and one of them is boxing, other one is swimming, and the third is elliptical. And obviously for me, I think it's probably boxing number 2, boxing number 1. What did I say? I started number 2. Boxing number 1, swimming number 2, and elliptical number 3. Swimming is just such an insane cardio workout. I can't get over it. I mean, swimming is just it's so low impact. It's really engaging. I mean, obviously you can't really stop or you're going to drown. Not to be like too dark about it, but it's also, it's just, I love being in water. It's a very freeing, relaxing feeling for me. Obviously you've got the sound of the splashing if you, count that as sound, but I like how quiet and peaceful it can be. You're under the water, you're pushing off, you're just letting coasting, letting yourself scoot through the water, flow through the water. And there's something peaceful about it. And it's a nice alternating to, boxing where I've got the music going and I'm feeling it. I'm dancing, I'm staying moving, I'm staying around, it's just ways to switch it up. And then elliptical is honestly my least favorite. It's not that any of these are bad. I really enjoy doing all of these. And elliptical I enjoy because you can just throw on a video, throw on a show for 30 minutes, bada bing, bada boom. Once you're done with the show, you're done with the cardio. And there's tons of ways to just drown out the cardio and get through it. But so boxing, hey, we'll stick to boxing, right? So now for this session specifically, I'm doing 2 parts. I'm doing weighted gloves and non-weighted gloves. And in the weighted glove section, the goal is really to keep the rhythm, to keep punching, to keep the footwork high. The goal is to really, again, this is a form of cardio for me. There's different ways to practice techniques while we're in here. And you can see while the bag is swinging. So I've got some up close punches where I'm not extending fully all the way out, except I am keeping a tight core. I am doing my best to rotate, keeping the strength chain of the ground, legs, core, upper body, arms. We're keeping that transfer. We're keeping that chain, trying to transfer as much energy as we can. But at the same time, you don't want to be pushing the bag out. You want to be extending out, tapping the bag, coming back in, right? We're not just pushing the bag out, and that results in significantly more injuries, especially if you've got big padded gloves on and you are just throwing punches. The risk of injury is significantly higher because you don't know. Let's say you throw a punch on a weird way, you roll your wrist. I mean, bada bing, bada boom, you could be out of boxing for 2 weeks because you're dealing with a rolled wrist. I don't know how many people of you have rolled your ankles, but you roll your ankle, it takes a fraction of a second, a half of a second. Next thing you know, you can't move or bend your ankle for the next 2-3 weeks. And so that's why you don't want to be pushing the bag. You're over making contact. You don't have to be throwing huge haymakers every time. And like you could see in this section over here, if you get the bag swinging, so I get to alternate between nice close punches, and then also when the bag is up far away from me, I get to do a nice full extended punch if I really, am feeling like it, which this session I was. That's one of the things I like about glove work like this. So literally you can see, boom, we're just posting up, we're getting nice and close punches, and then we got some nice full extension punches, keeping the blood flow in the arms, keeping the arms pumped up. After this, well, not after this same day, but the next day after this, I do a arm upper body push day. And so it was nice to get this in on a recovery day to get my arms and muscles prepped and primed. This was actually, so I have been boxing, however, I haven't built back up the calluses on my knuckles yet. So that was just a quick break because I was like, damn, let me make sure I'm not bleeding like crazy. And once I checked I was not bleeding like crazy, I was like, okay, it's time to just fucking buckle up, buttercup. I don't care if your knuckle hurts. I don't care if you've got an open wound, you're bleeding a little bit. You're not tearing it open more. You're not hurting your knuckles any bit. Actually, right now, I mean, my knuckles are actually pretty dang close to sealed up right now. So a little bit to get back in there. Took me a second to get back in there. But once I got back in there, I got some really good punches going. And part of the reason why, again, you don't use super weighted gloves is part of it for that injury risk, but then part of it is because you want to strengthen your wrists. This is not a, I mean, there are some people out there, and I guess there are some valid points that people can make to, oh, well, you're going to hurt your wrist if you punch without gloves. Yeah, well, if you are doing things with various assisted tools, not really that like gloves or tools, but if you are doing things outside of your range, I believe you have a higher risk of hurting yourself than if you just do things with inside your range. So what that means is that I've got these gloves on, no wrist support, right? And I'm punching within my means. I'm not able to punch harder because I've got a glove on that can absorb the weight. I'm not able to push my wrist past its limits because it's wrapped up and it's got extra strength in there. Like I would rather punch barefoot and hurt, or punch bare fisted and break my skin on my knuckles than risk rolling my wrists. And also, again, the way that this is, you can see everything like this, the way that I'm punching, I am getting nice, straight, flush contact with the bag. I am just literally just swinging the bag and just getting nice, straight punches. Boom, look at that. Nice bag swings, nice momentum transfer, everything, like this is just, this was just such a great session. But anyway, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Smoke grass, eat ass, be excellent to each other. I will see you in the next one.
Like the vid, leave a word, drop a comment, get absurd, subscribe if you had some fun. We drop bangers one by one. Check the description down below for all the links you need to know. Thanks for watching, you're the best. Now go